has been excavated in the Americas, and specifically in Central America and all that stuff, where some of this is mostly claimed to have happened. We have a lot of archaeological stuff, studies and stuff like that happening in the Middle East, which is why we know it's not just
right. So, without kind of the word salad, where is the evidence? Where are the beef plates? There's nothing, right? Yeah. Where's the evidence for the laminates?
Yeah, I would say
no, hold on. You said evidence. You said that you think that LDS has more evidence. I just named two critical parts of the evidence. Let me finish without interrupting. And there's no evidence for either.
Yes.
Where are the golden tablets?
Yeah, they were taking the evidence.
I got it. How many of the people who originally followed Joseph Smith continue to follow him throughout of the 11 that saw the golden tablets?
Yeah, they never did not.
Hold on, 5 out of the 11 stopped following him.
Right? They never recounted their testimony of seeing an angel. Relevance to Christianity around the parts of Christianity was the concept of testimonies.
Because Jesus said it was a fact. Well, hold on. When you resurrect from the dead, I'm going to trust you when it comes to Scripture. Muhammad did not rise from the dead. Muhammad was a child molesting, warmongering maniac.
So we're going to take that into account. We got Romulus, who's supposedly resurrected. We got Apollonius of Tyana, who Eusebius talks about, who we as Jesus always identified in the first century, who preached a lot of the same things, live after the spiritual realm, worship God, who was revered to the Son of God, born of a virgin, born with
Romulus resurrected? What are you talking about?
No, Romulus was ascended. That's a tradition.
What Christian tradition is that?
I'm talking about Apollonius of Tyana.
Hold on, but we're talking about Christianity. Where's the Christian belief or evidence?
It's a picking and choosing.
No, it's not. I'm saying that Jesus Christ is Lord. Jesus Christ being Lord, He established.
Resurrection.
Okay.
People resurrect.
I think you're interrupting a little too much. Okay. So again, we have just theological differences. Galatians 1. Or you can know that Galatians 1. It says, what is it? It says, even if an angel comes to you and says that it adds to the gospel, do not believe the angel. So, didn't Paul warn about potential angels coming in?
Tell me the context of Galatians 1. Who is Paul and Barnabas teaching to?
The Church of Galatia?
No, who is specifically confronting?
Heresies in the church of the time.
Right? Okay, so I'll tell you. Because apparently there's Bible content. So Paul is preaching to the Judaizers that are teaching circumcision. Paul taught that circumcision is no longer necessary. So he came and said, well, basically the Judaizers said, go and confront Peter, James, and John in Jerusalem on this matter, which they did at the Council of Jerusalem. So here's the thing.
Look,
is Paul teaching about an angel?
No, guys, look, we just have a different worldview. I believe the Word of God is complete. I do not believe that the Father, the Spirit, and the Son are separate. I believe they are one in the Trinity. And I would like to use our valuable time with our wonderful LDS friends to talk about these other things. And again, I would just ask you, as you continue in your journey of faith, show me the core evidence of why you believe what you believe, specifically archaeologically. And I think that's an important thing you need to pray about. You can ask one last question, but I think the further we go down this, the audience gets more and more of the impression I'm against LDS, which I'm really not.
No, you're good,
so
you're good.
I don't want to spend too much time on that because I think other scholars might be in addition to the creation of the world.
And alright, so are those objectable things you can prove with empirical evidence?
Yes.
How?
Well, the empty tomb. The over 500 witnesses that saw the resurrected Jesus. Let me finish. the Apostle Paul, the Gospel of Luke, the female witnesses, which if you were going to make up the resurrection, you wouldn't use female witnesses. Even external biblical evidence, such as Josephus and the Talmud, even acknowledged that early followers of Christianity, they believed in the resurrected Christ. The 41 creeds of the early believers that are incorporated in the New Testament that talked about the resurrected Christ, not to mention 1 Corinthians 5 and 15. So that's all pretty amazing evidence, not just intra-biblical evidence, but extra-biblical evidence that Jesus Christ was a real person, he lived a perfect life, he was crucified, died, and rose on the third day, and he is Lord, and God over all, Christ is King.
I don't think you know the consensus of scholars.
Well, hold on. Josephus was a non-Christian scholar.
Is it true?
Well, he was a Roman Jewish scholar.
Not a Christian.
Right, that's the point, is that the audience I think wants you to move on. God bless you, I love Mormons. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, this is working. Hey, Charlie. Hey, hopefully we're going to have a little bit more disagreement. Alright. Hi, yeah, so just wanted to, a few weeks ago, is that good? You want me to just continue? Alright, great. Alright, a few weeks ago there was a transgender mass shooter, and ever since then, about 3 weeks later, the Trump DOJ said that we should start talking about revoking gun rights for transgender Americans. Now, I think you're supporting this decision. Yeah, is that what you're saying? All right, great. So, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
It's 5. Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm going to give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.